everybody, this is Methyl Kaiju, and today I'm going to talk about some new Godzilla 2014 information. This time, I'm going to analyze the Godzilla 2014 international trailer that was on the internet 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, I'm not exactly sure, I think it was 4 days ago, I forgot. Yeah, but I will analyze it scene by scene. So this is analysis. I already did a review about this, but now this is just analysis. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna analyze scene by scene. Hopefully, maybe thanks to this, there might be some new speculation popping out, maybe more questions and more answers. So yeah, Warner Brothers and Legendary. So this scene right here is very like Las Vegas. This is definitely Las Vegas because if you notice, you can actually see this building that's in the ground. It kind of resembles the Eiffel Tower, but actually Las Vegas actually has its own Eiffel Tower. So this is most likely Las Vegas and is Las Vegas. And then we see those little twin fairies, as many people are saying it is. Yeah, this is definitely Las Vegas by the structure of the buildings. Now right here, this giant tsunami thing around 9 seconds. You see the Grand Hotel, and then there's a giant tsunami, and then all these cars are being washed up. Now this is Hawaii. The reason why it's Hawaii, it is because if you analyze what's inside the ocean, you can actually see a bunch of cars, but you can also see some palm trees as well. You can see the palm tree, being washed out by the ocean. So probably that is Hawaii as well.
Natural disaster. It was not
now right here, this airplane scene, the same one we have already seen. I'm not exactly sure what I can say about this. Not sure if I can say if this is Las Vegas, or maybe it's Hawaii, or San Francisco. I can't really tell what it is.
It wasn't a typhoon.
And right here, this is actually Hawaii. Because actually there's a Hilton. If you notice in one of the buildings, it's kind of crumbled up. But you can tell it says Hilton. It says Hilton. But I think you guys all recognize a building that's called Hilton. So probably that's it. So yeah, Hilton and is actually a building in Hawaii. Another clue that shows this is Hawaii is because there's a bunch of palm trees in the Hilton building. And also if you look in Google Images, there's this building that has like a rainbow-ish like texture in it. There's this column of rainbow color, which are red, yellow, green, like a bluish like color and all that. You can actually see that on Google Images. Just type in Hilton, Hawaii. It should be around there. And it's similar, or it is this building. So this is Hawaii because of all the palm trees and that especially too. And also if you notice right here, you see a bunch of destruction, you can actually notice some birds that are flying around and all that. If you notice, there's actually this little, like, weapon or something. Actually, no. It looks like there's this airplane that also fell. Because once it's zooming in the bottom, it says news source KHWA. So, nothing, too big, just a little minor thing. But yeah, just little coincidences and helicopters.
I'm not crazy.
No, in this scene with Bryan Cranston where he's talking, you can actually see in the background there's some newspapers of legendary creatures. I can't really tell what it is, but I know it's legendary creatures. So probably Bryan Cranston is going to be a conspiracy theorist in this film. So you can tell all these magazines are of conspiracies, such as maybe he analyzes the Mothman or maybe Bigfoot or something, because yeah, you can tell right here in all the magazines over here. So I guess might be a conspiracy theorist, and he believes that the organization, the military, are hiding Godzilla. And conspiracy theory in this film is that Godzilla is real, and he's trying to prove that it's real.
Whatever it is there.
And then right here, it's actually very interesting. It's like a path. Like there's this giant hole right here, and then it leads to this like swirly like path. Now if you notice on the whole thing, there's actually some white stuff maybe. So probably it's maybe, I really not know. I don't think this is actually Godzilla. because there's some helicopters that are flying around it, and I believe this is trying to keep it a secret right here. So probably they might move like places or something. But yeah, as I said, there's actually white stuff around here, so probably maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know what that can actually mean, just, something. And there's no like footprints around here, so yeah, this might be Las Vegas, probably. I'm not exactly sure. But there's a bunch of forests and all that, so I'm not exactly sure exactly why or what place is this.
I need to be able to prove.
And this actually leads to the ocean, which is actually pretty interesting. I still don't think this is Godzilla, because this little path is actually too small and there's no footprints. So that kind of rules out the tail theory. Probably it's another little squirmish-like creature that went through here and then went to the ocean, probably. I don't know.
That it's real.
And then we see this aircraft here. And actually, in the background, you can actually see some buildings. So this is probably Hawaii, too. This here. Right here, Las Vegas, because you can see the mountains here and with the Statue of Liberty. Now, right here, this is interesting at 38 seconds. It's like Brian Cran. I believe this is actually a nuclear plant. Because up there it says, some numbers right here. And also, supposedly he works for the Janjira, nuclear plant. And the nuclear plant, the Janjira nuclear plant, I believe is supposed to be in Japan. And if you notice right here, this is little license plate that's actually in Japanese. So probably this is a nuclear plant.
Yeah.
And, in the past, I believe, in the past there were a little bit more not high-tech nuclear plants. Like, whenever there was this occurrence, they were not as prepared as it is today. And right here, Julia Binoche and these two other people running. I can't really tell anything in the back that's happening. It's just a red door. But I do notice that the lights are actually turning on and off. But, you can barely even notice. And then this part with the two firefighters. This is Las Vegas, because you can actually see this building that says Caesar's Palace. So this is definitely Las Vegas. And probably what I'm thinking is that this scene is actually an inside scene of the other scene that we saw in the beginning of this trailer with, the quote-unquote twin fairies. So probably these twin fairies are these human beings right here with firefighter masks. Yes, those are the twin fairies. I believe. I just speculation, but I believe that's an inside view of what the quote-unquote twin fairies are looking at. Just my speculation.
Nature is in our control.
And then right here you see Bryan Cranston actually run. If you notice, in 42 seconds, he looks a little bit more younger. So yeah, this is probably about the 15 years ago occurrence that happens. Nuclear plants and all that stuff. He's running and then people are running to the other way. And then this right here, very interesting, 43 seconds. Or 44 seconds. You see some two soldiers and then there's ashes and debris on the ground and it's on flames. If you notice in the background, you can actually see a spiky surface. So I heard this friend that told me it was Godzilla. I do not think this is Godzilla, because there's a bunch of these. Look how many of these are. I believe this is actually a forest. And also, you can actually see a little structure right here. It's very gloomy and dark, but you can see it. And it's red, so this is the Golden Gate Bridge after the disaster of the Golden Gate Bridge. And then right here, where King Watanabe is actually talking to David Strathairn, I forgot his name. Now, if you notice on 45 seconds, you can actually see the forest in the backgrounds. So probably this might coincide with the scene from the main trailer that we saw, this train loading up with missiles and bombs and all that. Probably this is, connected, probably. I'm not exactly sure. Now, this is actually daytime. So probably this was their first, maybe there's two teams. Maybe there's a team that's working on the train. And then there's another team with the halo jump. I don't know. And then right here with this scene at 46 seconds, we see an army, two army men looking on top, and there's this little helicopter with, it looks like it's actually a missile. By the shape of it, it looks like a missile, and then there's these two helicopters, surrounding it, I think just for protection. And then right here, with this scene at 48 seconds, David Strathairn doing his little speech. If you notice, it's actually daytime. You can see some tanks going by. Now, this is actually probably, I believe you cannot see Aaron Taylor Johnson here, which is actually kind of interesting. So probably, maybe while he's doing the speech here, I think what he's doing the speech on is, trying to pack up the missiles and all that to the train. And then, they can load it up. And then meanwhile, there's this other team for the Halo jumpers that go up. And then that's when they help them or something. I really do not know. And then right here we see good loving time with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen. And it looks like it says Stanford University. Now, Stanford University. Where is Stanford University at? Let me just search it up very quick, because I've heard of that university before. Yeah, Stanford University. Okay, Stanford University is on... exactly where? I can't really tell. I think it's actually on San Francisco, I believe. I'm so sorry, guys, if I'm kind of taking kind of long, but okay, where's Stanford University? Okay, yeah, it's located 35 miles south of San Francisco. That means this is definitely a scene from San Francisco, because it says Stanford University. So probably he's maybe in the university, probably, or if not, maybe he's older. So he's not going to be a little kid or something, but it looks like he already graduated. Probably he graduated, not exactly sure. But, by it says right here Stanford University. So either he surpassed Stanford University and he's already done, or if he is actually in Stanford University. If you notice here, this in the background, there's some books. I can't really tell what it is. I can't really analyze that too well because I can barely even see it. And then right here with this tail scene with Godzilla's tail sweeping by, you can actually tell in the back of the buildings, you can actually see Godzilla's spikes going, like traveling. If you notice, very, very quick, maybe 1 second long or something. Maybe half a second, but you can actually see the spikes. If you look on top of the building, you can see some spikes, Godzilla spikes.
And that you want to help.
Now this scene is with the kids running around. I believe this is actually in Japan, or the occurrence of the Janjira nuclear plant occurrence happens. Because it's actually a Japanese-looking place, and there's some people who are wearing uniforms. So probably this is the Japan. Right here, the Halo jumpers.
Well, this is your chance.
And now right here with this helicopter flying by, you can actually tell very quick that it doesn't have any wings, so something ripped the wings, okay? Now, probably, I don't think this is Godzilla. I believe this is actually the Muto, because the wings of the airplane is actually ripped off. And I think if Godzilla actually smacked that, it would be completely obliterated. Also, in the front of the helicopter thing, it looks like it's burnt up. So I really cannot tell what it is, but it looks like it's burnt up. It's like it's kind of old looking, and it looks kind of old looking a little bit. So probably it was burnt up. And then it hit the helicopter. I can't really tell what helicopter this is. But now the next scene, for 58 seconds, I believe this is also the nuclear plant, because it looks like it's the same setting. And also, Bryan Cranston looks a little bit younger here, and also the computers actually shut off all of a sudden. And it looks like they're actually analyzing the amount of nuclear energy this nuclear plant has. It kind of looks like a like on the computer, it looks like there's this little capsule thing or something. So they're searching up on the computer, but then it automatically shut off. So probably this is also in the Janjira, and then right here in the background you see this whiteboard, and it looks like it has some plans. But it looks like those plans are now ruined because something, attacked their nuclear plants. And then we see this scene with not Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson with his soldier suit or whatever. Background, you can see some trains and the soldiers. And if you notice over here, it kind of looks of a forest-like look. So probably this is the same scene from the main trailer with the soldiers packing up all the missiles and all the load on the train probably. And this might also coincide with the scene with the main trailer where Sarazawa, I guess Sarazawa talks. Probably it's also the same scene, with some soldiers using flashlights, and that's when there's this like goop on top of this like missile thing or something. So probably it's still connected probably, and then Aaron Taylor Johnson is looking on something. And then right here, it looks like this is actually a forest. If you notice in the background, there's actually forest in the background. So probably this is, I really cannot tell what this is. But it looks like it's a forest, so probably it's still connected with the train scene probably. And then these giant spikes out of nowhere come in. Now, I know somebody actually claimed that these were not Godzilla spikes. I agree with them. I was actually thinking of that once this trailer, the main trailer actually hit the web. The spikes look kind of different. Look pretty different because I know the one right here looks the same, but the middle one is kind of concerning because it kind of has a little bit of a different shape a little bit. And also, once it breaks off, you actually can't see any of the other like spike things coming over on the other side. And actually, I barely noticed this, but you can actually see the soldier being actually pushed off of these spikes. Like the spikes came in and actually dragged the soldier. So I guess this soldier, poor soldier's already gonna die probably because the spikes went literally through him. You can actually see him flying. So that's gonna be a pretty sad scene for most people. For those who are lovers of human beings. Probably this might actually be one of the Muto, because if you notice in the Muto toys, it's actually this little spike on its head, kind of, I guess you can say. So probably, maybe, but I really cannot say too much of it, because as I mentioned, whenever the spikes come in, you actually can't see any other spikes. Like if this is Godzilla, then it will have maybe another spike here or something in front of this big giant one. But I really cannot tell. It looks like it's more of a reddish-like color. But that's probably, from the reflection of the chaos on the train, probably. So it looks like that train is actually going to fail. It's not going to be able to, destroy Godzilla. It's going to be futile. And then this scene with Godzilla spikes coming out and then the school bus. Now if you notice, Godzilla looks like he's actually getting up, and the school bus looks kind of wet. So this is probably a scene from the Golden Gate Bridge, because you can actually see the wires as the reflection. You can see some wires around here. So this is probably the Golden Gate Bridge, because it's kind of wet, and the Golden Gate Bridge is under water. So yeah, but if you know, this is actually San Francisco then. But if you notice, there's actually some Japanese people and other people from other races. Like right here, I can see somebody maybe from London or something, from the UK. Now there's just one kid with a blue jacket. He looks very creepy because instead of being scared, like the other one right here in the corner, this girl that looks frightened, and the other one next to them, he actually looks happy. Isn't that kind of weird? Pretty weird. So yeah, and that's when the jets are flying by or whatever. And this might be, I think this might be either San Francisco or Hawaii, or maybe Las Vegas. Because the reason is because I actually saw a palm tree when the camera was zooming up with the soldiers shooting their flares on 1 minute and 8 seconds. I actually saw a palm tree, so that's actually pretty interesting. But I still think this might be San Francisco. So this, if you notice Godzilla, if this is even Godzilla. Yeah, probably it's maybe even one of the Muto or something, but it kind of does look like Godzilla. But it looks like he's kind of wet, and there's some water dropping off. So that's actually kind of interesting. I can't really say too much about that. Just that water's falling off. And then right here, yeah, on 17 seconds, what looks like we actually see Godzilla and all his nice glory, ferocious glory. Now, I bet most people say this might be China, Japan. Now, if you look in the corner, you can actually see some buildings that look like they're made from the U.S. So probably this is not Japan. Probably this is Chinatown, because this is Chinatown in San Francisco. So probably this is also Chinatown, because as I mentioned, the buildings right here look kind of modern looking, and they look more like if the United States or somewhere else other than Japan made them. So probably this is Chinatown, probably. And then right here, this train scene wreck. And then after this scene, it's actually pretty interesting. Now, on this scene, it's very quick, 1 minute and 20 seconds as I paused. There's actually debris falling off. And you can actually see the soldier falling off too. So, either this is actually, part of the train scene. Because if you notice in the corner, you can actually see like red stuff around there. So probably that might be the train that's burnt up or something. I don't know, but either that could be the case. But the thing that kind of makes it kind of different is that this is a little thing right here on the side. It looks kind of organic, so probably maybe one of the Muto lakes. Because if you notice, like, it's very quick, but you actually see this little corner of the Muto. It actually kind of looks like a joint. So I don't think this is actually a bridge or anything like that. This might be the Muto lake. So probably those spikes are actually from the Muto. And then right here, Aaron Taylor Johnson, where, his face is completely red. I mean, not completely, but, it's kind of, bloody. Now, if you notice, I'm going to try and get there again because I kind of missed it. Okay, right here, yeah. It looks like, I believe this is actually this train scene because you can actually see the door. It looks like kind of a train. So probably this is the train scene. This is a little yellow caption, like this yellow sign. I can't really tell what it is. I can't really tell, what it says. But yeah, it looks like he's wearing his hazmat suits. So probably this might be a continuation with the... Remember that scene from the main trailer where Bryan Cranston and Aaron Taylor Johnson are in, I believe, Chinatown, and it's all in ruins, and then they're like searching up. Probably this is the same scene because you can actually see that he's using his hazmat suits. Anyways. And then right here we see some soldiers like running around. So, as you, I believe this is San Francisco, because the structure of the buildings and also the road, how it is. So it looks like this is on chaos. And then right here, one of my favorite parts is actually the scene with the Golden Gate Bridge about to be destroyed. Now I believe I don't see any school bus around here, but probably that will come up sooner. And then right here we can see some tanks shooting up something. So probably maybe they're attacking the Muto. I think this attack might be because of the Muto. Or actually, I think this might be a fight scene between the Muto and Godzilla. Probably. Because as we saw in the trailer, in the main trailer we saw that the Muto was going down. This is probably the same scene because it's kind of cloudy-ish in the San Francisco bridge scene right here. As well as when the Muto is coming down from the sky. And the jet's going down and falling to the ocean. And they're falling to the ocean. And the San Francisco bridge is on top of an ocean. So, probably that's one reference for a flying Muto attacking the Golden Gate Bridge. But also, as we saw in the school bus, it's kind of wet texture. You can see some wires. And that was actually Godzilla. So, probably Godzilla is also in the Golden Gate Bridge, too. So, probably this might be a fight scene. And then right here, we see the spectacular scene with the winged Muto. It kind of resembles a little bit of a bird, kind of like a rodent, I guess you can say. But it looks like there's these two little appendages, kind of. It looks like those are legs, probably. Can't really tell, but it looks kind of a bird, except it looks muted and way more weird. And then right here, the scene, very quick scene, 122. And King Watanabe next to Sally Hawkins looking up. Looks like Sally Hawkins looks like it's crying or something, probably. I don't know. But I think this is the same continuation scene with, the part with the Hawaii in ruins, probably. Because, the structure looks the same, and the structure also looks the same. And they're actually, Most of the citizens are actually looking at something. So probably this might be Godzilla coming, maybe one of the Mutos probably, I don't know. And then the last scene with Godzilla roaring. So yeah, that's the analyzing the trailer. You know, a bunch of answers already, a bunch of questions answered. Was actually a pretty long video. I didn't even notice. But anyways, so yeah, a bunch of questions answered and way more questions that were brought up now. So yeah, just time to speculate and, you know, wait for the movie. Maybe there might be a new trailer or something. Now, if I analyze the trailer, this was only 1 minute and 33 seconds, and if I analyze the main trailer, I believe it's going to be around 40 minutes. Yes, 40 minutes. So yeah, this is a very long video. You know, I don't need to put a link for this Godzilla trailer, because, like, you know, you can find it everywhere. Anywhere you can already find it. So anyways, and for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is Muto Kaiju, signing out.